Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Anything I want from here?
Proceeds from all purchases go
Not
to
really.
help our men and women serving in the Alliance at Casa Fabrication Weaponry. Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Good hunting.
Nothing here. Araba's still here, though. We can't talk to her anymore.
Rules be damned. People have a right to defend themselves.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, C-Sec will shut this whole place down.
C-Sec couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take him to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wards and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger-happy.
I don't think arming random people is a good idea in this situation.
Would a bunch of civilians shooting at anything that moves make the Citadel safer?
The commander's right. Maybe if the Council organizes a civilian militia with training. Otherwise, they'll just panic and get themselves killed.
I just want people to be safe.
I know, but second-guessing C-Sec isn't the way. What if we submit a proposal to start a militia?
Okay, that'd be something.
That it would, I guess.
Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Pistol high caliber barrel.
Please obey all local government restrictions.
And
purchasing protective
SMG ultralight materials. Of course I want those.
Our customer service specialists are always interested in
Pistol
purchasing
piercing
new
mod might also be
technology.
useful, actually. Kuashi visor
Agor Munitions for deals you've
is
never
weapon
seen
damage,
coming.
headshot damage, so... No, and
Thank you
besides
for
it's a
shopping
helmet,
at
so...
Agor Munitions.
Welcome to Cipertine Armory.
And...
All Citratine
neither
Armory
of
products include
these
high
are
guarantee for
Cipertine
performance.
Armory.
of particular interest to me.
For details.
And Liara is here, watching the smoke.
Hello, Shepard. Nice to see you. I missed this place.
Did you also miss the smoke?
It's good to be off ship for a while. Hello again. Hello, Shepard.
Okay. Doesn't look like there's a lot we can talk about.
Commander Shepard, do you have a minute?
Can I help you?
Jordan Knowles, E-Crimes. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. I've got a saboteur hacking key systems, power, communications. It's bad. If you've got time to help, check out this console.
Got it. Looks like a collection of access codes.
They're Batarian diplomatic codes, from back when they had an embassy on the Citadel. If you can use your Spectre access to find them, I can shut them down.
I can access restricted intel at the Spectre office in the embassy. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Okay, so now we have two reasons to go back to Spectre Terminal, it seems.
We have to keep enforcing the law. Same as always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in hell. We should be looking for terrorists. The rest can take care of itself.
So the bar fights, the drunken disorderlies down by that purgatory place?
How does cracking down on that crap help us win the war? People need to blow off steam right now.
And how does letting the misdemeanors go help the war?
Less time spent on the light stuff means the Citadel has more money for defense.
Perhaps, but people need to know they're safe.
Everyone on the Citadel knows we're at war now. You have to show them that C-Sec is still in control. They need that security.
The commander's right. We need people coming into work every day. We need things to keep running. Otherwise, today's bar fight could be tomorrow's street riot.
Yeah, maybe you're right. This feels so damn petty right now.
And he was looking for his heating unit stabilizers, which we found on Novaria.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help?
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt. The clutch is stabilized? Really? That is wonderful news, my sister. You wish to name the first hats after the one who helped us? I think that's a wonderful idea.
Do you even know my name? There's gonna be a lot of people named Shepard running around if we survive this.
I just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the asshole's in custody now. Killing him won't bring anyone back.
It's about justice. The man is a traitor and a murderer. You saw what he did to your wife, to my husband.
And didn't bat an eyelash. He's evil, there's no doubt.
What's going on here?
I'm in position at CSEC. Draw them away, and I'll move in and make the kill.
Don't answer that.
That sounds bad. Let's see what's going on. Why does it always go to the Codex? Citizens on the Citadel are preparing to carry out some sort of assassination at the CSEC office in the Presidium Commons. Go there and look for suspicious activity. And we also got Batarian codes for Officer Knowles. And it appears to be this guy. Captain Aaron Sommers.
Commander Shepard. Guess I know what happened to my backup.
Excuse me?
Come on. I'm in CSEC in civilian gear with a weapon. I know what I'm made. Just let me explain. Captain Aaron Summers, Alliance Marines, retired.
Captain Summers?
There's a prisoner here. CSEC officer who helped Cerberus. CSEC caught him when you stopped the coup. Now he's offering them intel on Cerberus to get a better deal.
Why are you telling me this?
Because he doesn't deserve a better deal. He killed people during the coup, good people. And he's former Alliance, like us. The way I figure it, he's our problem to fix.
Tell me what this guy did to deserve death.
He executed his own friends in cold blood for Cerberus. Cleared the path for their troops. Now he's saying he's a vet. And he was suckered in by talk of helping humanity. I don't know what intel he has, and I don't really care either. He dishonored the uniform.
If you gun that man down, you're dishonoring the uniform just as much as he did.
Like hell I am.
I don't like plea bargains any more than you do, but the intel we get will save lives.
Says who?
Our superiors. The people we swore to serve and trust. Captain Summers.
Yes, Commander. Sorry, Commander. I'll shut it down. Thanks.
Okay, I don't think vigilanteism really is going to help anything. Not unless you're Batman. Can't follow up on that with them, it seems. Doctors are also gone. We already dealt with the CSEC officer. Okay, so let's go back to the Spectre office.
He's a terrorist. He ought to be locked up.
He should be shot. Gorex wanted for 6 bombings. 6. Killed both humans and Batarians.
He bombed his own people? Why?
He was part of a terror cell. Picked crowded places. Voya, Omega. Doesn't matter to these asshole fanatics who gets blown up.
Because we want to deal with whatever this is about, and the stuff for Officer Knowles.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Perhaps you could send the girl to your side of the family.
Are you kidding? My family disowned me when I married Nyota. Wanna guess why?
Oh, why?
They'd be happier to see those Cerberus assholes than they would be to see me.
I understand why you would not wish to send your daughter to them.
Yeah, well, your understanding doesn't help me or my daughter much right now.
I hope she finds a way to deal with that. We'll have to find out later, I guess.
Spectre status recognized.
Oh, a whole bunch. Authorized civilian militia. CSEC has fielded requests for a civilian militia to defend the Citadel in the event of another attack. Many CSEC officers believe a militia would benefit the Citadel's state of readiness and improve morale, but they lack funds and clearance for the program. Spectre authorization would allow CSEC to begin training civilian volunteers, using funds normally allocated to executive bonuses. Sounds like a follow-up to the Tuturians we talked to. First, Irune Financial Support. This financial report is for top-level embassy access only. According to financial estimates from First Irune Investment Trusts, a division of Elkos Combine, the Citadel races cannot sustain the cost of the war effort for more than 1 year. Although military spending has stimulated certain market sectors, shortages and rationing in other areas have depressed the financial system. Civilian discretionary spending has fallen except in entertainment areas like escapist vids and drinking. First Irune is borrowing heavily to provide funds for key functions across the Citadel, but if the war does not end within the next year, a galactic finance collapse is inevitable. Yeah, I guess preparing for a full-scale galactic war is kind of difficult. Surveillance authorization. CSEC has requested a number of surveillance warrants in an attempt to find evidence that would incriminate Cerberus informants on the Citadel. Officers have tapped public surveillance feeds, but do not have legal access to private security feeds. Spectre authorization would enable CSEC to tap into business feeds without informing civilian agencies. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Bit of a breach of privacy. I mean, I did argue in favor of that one case, but this is going a bit far. I just need to go to legal channels. Location for Batarian patient. A Batarian patient named Gorak is located in a makeshift clinic in the temporary refugee camp at docking area E24. He is suffering from undisclosed but severe injuries. Medical staff from Huerta Memorial Hospital have provided painkillers, but there is no viable long-term treatment. Because the Batarian hegemony refuses to share records, no data on Gorak is available prior to his arrival on the Citadel. But if we're to believe those two strangers on the comments, he is a terrorist. But now we know where he is, so we can look into that. Batarian access codes. With Spectre-level access codes, it's possible to bypass standard security protocols and track top-level diplomatic dispatches. The location of consoles accessed using suspect ciphers will be uploaded to the Spectre's Omni tool and highlighted for easy detection. That's for Officer Knowles. Let's see where those terminals are. There's one in Huerta, it seems. And we need to talk to the nurse, I suppose, here in Cargo Hold C. Guess we'll go to Huerta first. Why am I pronouncing it like that? I wonder what all of this is about. Other than another excuse to run around the Citadel.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
I got out of that farm and into the hills. I pulled the farm girl after me. All I wanted to do was live through the night.
Nobody else could have done more.
But morning came and no shuttle. Afternoon and then night, and I'm hiding from husks and those Turian things.
The file says the evacuation team thought your position was overrun.
So after 2 days, I still don't have a gun, because those Turian things, you can't use theirs. I realize that shuttle isn't coming. Not unless I get back to the farm and my radio.
And the farm girl?
She was with me. Even killed a few husks. With a stick.
Okay, I don't think this story has a happy ending. Well, obviously she got out, but beyond that, console is in the room next door, it seems.
Knowles, this is Shepard. I found one of the code loops.
Okay, I'll shut it down. Just need to authorize your Spectre status. Someone used this to cut off power to a dozen life support machines in the hospital. Okay, that access code is officially disabled. Can you find any more?
That depends on whether or not they're on the map. The Normandy dock, Bay D24, is where the next one is. So I guess we'll go there.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Uncertain exactly where?
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance is posting us to an Ezo mining facility on Zani. It's a low-gravity planet, toxic atmosphere. You'll be expected to maintain full survival gear. Any questions?
Are we playing security, Sergeant Ullenby?
No, Private. We are not.
Looks like it's over there.
Knowles, I found another spot where the Batarian codes were used.
Holy crap. These are the remote navigation codes. Last week's crash at the docks, we thought it was an accident. Shepard, there were 117 Alliance soldiers on that ship. All human. Just like the patients at the hospital.
So we've got Batarian codes. And some...
Looks like... Okay. This code's offline now as well. Should just be one left, Commander.
Which is where? In the holding area. Well, we need to go there anyway.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
Holding area.
One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing.
Oh. Hey, it's you. Still waiting, I see. Any news?
No, but they promised, right? They'll get here soon.
I'm sure they will. I'll drop by later to check in on you, if that's okay.
Okay.
I don't have much hope for her, to be honest.
Pressure's okay. No infection so far.
Can I talk to him?
Only if it's important, Commander. He's hurt bad. Take down the sedative a bit, but hurry. I peg his survival at 50-50.
Let's check if this guy really is a terrorist.
Are you Gorek?
Go away. Nothing to say.
Not even what a terrorist is doing on the Citadel?
You!
Do I know you?
Every Batarian with someone on Aratot remembers your face.
The planet that got caught in the Alpha Relay explosion.
You butchered a colony, only regret... Don't have the strength to...
I destroyed Eratot's relay to stop the Reapers from pouring through.
Easy for you to claim now that they're here. Don't pretend you have any remorse.
You think I didn't feel guilty? I destroyed a colony. I've thought about the people who died. About how I couldn't warn them in time. In the end, I didn't have a choice. But I'm sorry. If that means anything.
If you're so remorseful... if you have any real guilt, show some mercy. Unplug this machine. Let me join my family.
Well, doesn't look like he has much chances of survival anyway. And one less terrorist, I suppose.
Oh. Thank you.
And the nurse has nothing to say about the fact that we just killed one of his patients. The terminal, last one is in the back, I think. There it is.
Knowles, this is where the last access code was used.
What's that, Commander? I'm losing your signal.
Shepard.
Balak.
You should have killed me on that asteroid over Terra Nova. I've been waiting for this. Everything that has happened to my people is your fault.
All I did was stop you at Terra Nova.
Yes. After you ruined my plans, my government accelerated research efforts on the Leviathan of Dis. Have you heard of it, Commander? The ancient organic dreadnought my people recovered from Jartar 20 years ago? Sound familiar?
A Reaper. Your people were studying a Reaper corpse.
Yes. Looking for a way to reclaim our place as the true power of the galaxy. Hundreds of our best scientists were enlisted.
And then they became indoctrinated.
When the Reapers reached Karshan, our own people betrayed us. Defense grids were deactivated. Ships fired on Allied targets. We were destroyed from within because of you.
I didn't destroy your people, Balak. The Reapers did that.
We were a proud race. A beautiful race. Have you seen what the Reapers have done to us? I'm trapped on this citadel. Our warships only know the locations of Reaper forces because I've tapped Council transmissions. I am the highest-ranking military officer left in the hegemony, and I can't save my people. But I can end you.
Balak, you sent that asteroid toward Terra Nova to help your people. But what does killing me accomplish?
Vengeance. The Bahak system.
They would have died anyway when the Reapers showed up. You know that. I'm uniting the Krogan and the Turians. We're the best hope for this galaxy. If you care about your people...
Our ships are yours.
Shepard, are you all right?
Fine. You won't have any more trouble with those codes.
Is that... Do you want me to arrest him?
I want you to put a bullet in his head. But we're all making some sacrifices today. Let him go. Spectre Authority.
Understood, Commander. And thanks.
Okay. Interesting. He only shows up here, of course, if you've actually completed Bring Down the Sky in Mass Effect 1, and if you decided to save the hostages. So he got away.
You thought I was bluffing, didn't you?
And he also mentioned the Leviathan of Dis, which is the name of an, as of this recording, still unreleased DLC that has been announced. So I guess we'll find out more about that when it is released. Hopefully it will be released in time for me to incorporate it into this Let's Play. If not, I'll have to record it after I finish the rest of the videos.
Spectre status recognized.
And I think that means that for now we are done
1 moment, please.
on the Citadel.
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Have you discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without an ESO core, Private Talavi?
No, ma'am.
Then consider this a serious assignment. Intel's expecting a Cerberus raid.
Cerberus? Cerberus?
They're a problem?
I thought we were fighting Reapers, ma'am.
Give it a week. You could be.
Okay. Sounds like she doesn't like her assignment. But we go where we're told in this man's army, right?
Man, I had a friend in security at Sonax, and there was definitely Prothean tech on Garbug. I know the Valhallan threshold is Reaper territory now, but Prothean tech could help the Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm aware this is an unsecured channel. Yes, understood. Thank you, ma'am.
The way everybody is talking out loud about this, that's a wonder. No, everybody doesn't know about the Crucible yet. Well, as Rex said, I guess they're keeping the location more secret than the fact it exists. Okay, I think there's no one here. And we got another collection assignment here. Valhalla Threshold, Prothean data drives. An Alliance soldier knows the location of Prothean data drives that could help with the Crucible project. Recover them from Garvok in the Valhalla Threshold and bring them to him at the Citadel docking bay. Plenty of stuff to look for, that's for sure. It's Ash.
Shepard, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to go over everything in my head. Make sense of it.
Your bandages were still fresh. How did you end up working with Adina?
You saw me in the hospital. I was going crazy. Felt like I was letting everyone down. When Udina offered to make me a Spectre, I thought it was a chance to do some good.
I couldn't just sit back and watch either.
Yeah. But it sure turned into a mess.
I never wanted to put you in that situation. We're on the same side.
I can't believe it came to that. We were so close to...
Ash, it's okay. We figured it out. We stopped Adina and got to walk away. That's the important part.
I can't believe he was responsible for all of it. Was he indoctrinated?
It's hard to say.
How do we fight something that can worm its way into your head?
I don't know. But we don't have a choice.
I wanted to talk to you about that. Hackett asked me to join his team. It's a great offer, but I'd prefer to ride this thing out aboard the Normandy.
Permission granted. Couldn't do this without you.
I'll grab my gear.
And Ash?
Yeah?
It's good to have you back.
Yes, sir.
Like I'd say no to having another squad mate.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Udina? That SOB was always power-hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge. Cerberus was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Councilor Valorn.
Kai Lang.
What?
Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
I take it you two have met.
Kaylee Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he showed up again on Omega, even stronger.
Elusive Man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson, it's a safe bet Lang's even more dangerous now.
Anderson is referring more to more events from the books, particularly the third book, where he did indeed meet Kai Lang. Grayson is from the second book, as well as the third, I think. Anyway.
I'll take whatever advantage I can get against these bastards.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Counselor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Lang has them scared. Enough to send help?
Yes, the Asari and Solarians are both throwing in their support now.
About time.
How's the progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
So quickly?
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers. The question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come back to.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And the Quarians are willing to talk.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
Be careful. We've got reports of instability along the Geth border. Hack it out.
Shepard, do you have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Interesting. Particularly the Quarians wanting to talk. You know that would pique my interest. And finally find out what's going on with them and the Geth. I hope they listened to my advice when I was on the migrant fleet. And didn't do anything stupid. Can't contact anyone? No. But I guess we'll have to see. And I wonder what that distress signal is about. Let's see how our war assets are doing. Good, my readiness rating and multiplayer assets are back. That's a good thing at least. Our effective military strength is quite high already now. Of course, it can always be higher. Can never be too prepared. Some stuff we found while scanning earlier. The Volus Dreadnought Quunu. The Volus have only produced one dreadnought, the Quunu, named after the diplomat who negotiated their client race status with the Turians. The Quunu is the only Volus ship of its class, but it is remarkably well armed. Its broadside cannons and main guns are all Phoenix magnetic hydrodynamic weapons. Damn it, that's hard to pronounce. Magnetic hydrodynamic weapons. A Turian general touring the Quunu after its maiden system voyage enthusiastically declared that the ship could char a planet 3 times over. While its construction was funded entirely by the Alcos Combine Corporation, the Dreadnought was jointly gifted to the Vol Protectorate and Turian hierarchy upon completion. Wow, I would not have expected that from him. We got the Batarian fleet, thanks to our dealings with Balak. The once formidable Batarian navy was all but annihilated when the Reapers struck Karshan. The enraged survivors have gathered into a single remaining fleet. Batarian refugees are enlisting by the thousands, desperate for a sense of purpose after the destruction of their homeworld. No collection of vessels is more eager to engage the Reapers than Karshan's last warships. Updated. As the highest-ranking officer left in the hegemony, Balak is now the last Batarian military leader. His leadership, drive, and barely contained fury have galvanized his troops. While Balak bears a deep hatred for the Alliance, he would do anything to save his people, and has grudgingly joined forces with humanity to stop the Reapers. Updated. Batarian refugees are rallying around the Pillars of Strength, finding courage in this sacred ancient artifact's recovery. The Citadel Defense Forces have joined us now, after the attack. The Council created the Citadel Defense Force to support Shepard in the war against the Reapers. The CDF includes ships and soldiers from every Council race. Complements from a few species without official membership status have also quietly joined. After the attempted coup, no offer of assistance is being turned away by the Council and its advisors. Updated. An increase in refugees on the Citadel depleted resources that might have otherwise gone to defense systems and personnel. That was our decision to let those extra refugees in way in the beginning. Turns out that was not a good decision for the war assets, but I still think it was the right decision to make, from an ethics point of view. Civilians volunteering at emergency clinics help to save lives by processing patients, assisting doctors, and taking some of the burden off the Citadel's overtaxed medical staff. That's the two people who were arguing whether or not they should join the military, and we suggest that they should join the medical staff. Warning people on the Citadel to prepare for the war has improved civilian readiness. Commander Shepard restored duty pay to spouses and family of active service people, improving morale on the Citadel. That was one of the things we did on the Spectre terminal. A con artist exploiting refugees was thrown off the Citadel. Security improved on the docks as a result. This was the thing we authorized on the Spectre terminal as a result of listening to the two Turians talking outside of Purgatory. Spectre authorization released medical supplies from customs to Huerta Memorial Hospital, improving the quality of patient care. Another Spectre terminal thing. CSEC was authorized to train a civilian militia, strengthening their defense forces. A result of talking to the Turians at the Commons and then authorizing it on the terminal. Housing was found for students from Grissom Academy too young to work on the Prothean device. These gifted teenagers have been helping, however, by dealing with any repetitive problems that can't be delegated to VIs. This was the result, of course, of first of all rescuing people from Grissom Academy and second authorizing the housing for them on the Spectre terminal. CSEC is focusing on smaller crimes and misdemeanors. This has spread their forces thin, decreasing efficiency when dealing with larger threats. Perhaps so, but I still think that was the right call, even if it may have reduced our war assets a little bit. After reassurances that keeping money in the bank is critical to the war effort, Volus merchants are making donations to relief efforts and defense forces on the Citadel. As a result of talking to that Volus, who was talking to the Salarian about keeping his bank account open. Schematics recovered by Commander Shepard are helping CSEC easily locate and shut down active turrets left by Cerberus on the Citadel. Because we gave the turret schematics to the Turian on the Commons, schematics of advanced biotic amplifiers from Grissom Academy increased the endurance of the Asari under fire. That's because we gave the schematics we found on Grissom Academy to the Asari at the Commons. The Book of Planix declares that every Volus must aid those in need during times of want. News of the book's recovery inspired many Volus citizens to donate generous amounts to Citadel charities and defense funds. That's because we recovered the book and gave to the Volus at the bank. That was a long entry. The Asari have joined. I think the whole entry is new. The oldest race in the galaxy is sending all the commandos and fleets it can spare. They're coordinated by Asari High Command, a core leadership of commandos and politicians from numerous Asari worlds. We have an Asari science team. Many respected Asari scientists have used their long lifespans to become leading experts in their fields. Asari scholars often gain perspective on how cultural shifts affect society, grasping the larger contextual forces behind new proposals and using to springboard into hypotheses years ahead of their time. The Asari science team working on the Crucible consists of some of the keenest scientific mavericks in the galaxy, eager to contribute to its construction. The Asari Second Fleet. The Asari Second Fleet is largely composed of frigates and fighters, embodying the Asari's hit-and-run mindset with a nimble swarm rather than a slower collection of vessels. The second is normally dispatched to protect colonies from pirate raiders or mercenary activity. The Second Fleet's fighter squadrons are intensely competitive, racing to break new records set by other teams, but unquestionably loyal to each other in a fight. Updated, a group of Asari mercenaries, sent by a matriarch friend of the commander, have volunteered to their services. They'll ride with the Second Fleet, deploying to combat zones as required. Oh, that came from the discussion with Evita. We didn't get a notification for that, but apparently it did update a war asset. The Asari Sixth Fleet. The Sixth Fleet has more dreadnoughts than any other collection of ships in the Asari Navy. An almost superstitious dread has grown around its entrance into conflict, as any war with the fleet has never remained small. It was the Sixth Fleet that flew against Arachni in the beginning of the Arachni Wars, and it was the Sixth Fleet that liberated the first colony under siege in the Krogan rebellions. Unfairly or not, its service people have a reputation for being sober, serious, and humorless. Nevertheless, the Sixth Fleet is a welcome sight for any ally when it arrives. The Destiny Ascension is the flagship of the Citadel Fleet, a powerful Asari dreadnought unlike any other vessel in the galaxy. Captained by Matriarch Lidania, the Destiny Ascension evacuated the Council during the 2183 Battle of the Citadel, but was crippled by attacking Geth. Alliance fleets came in, taking heavy fire but saving the Ascension and the Council from destruction. The Asari have repaired and upgraded the dreadnought's shielding and firepower, committing the formidable ship to the fight against the Reapers. Obviously, if you did not choose to save the Council in Mass Effect 1, you do not get the Destiny Ascension, although the trade-off is that some of the Alliance fleets would have been stronger. I think you actually get more assets if you don't save the Council on the whole, but still. For the Crucible, we have Volus fabrication units. Volus companies are skilled at mass-producing whatever manufactured goods are currently in demand. Factories use modular equipment to switch their production lines from arms to housing to the next big galactic buying trend. Recovered from a manufacturing compound, these fabrication units can stamp out custom plastics for the Crucible on an industrial scale. Let's hope they do remember to do quality control. Volus Engineering Team. Elkos Combine is a manufacturer known for producing reliable, but less expensive versions of higher-grade weapons and armor. Their scientists are adept at reverse engineering new technology. The Volus engineers rescued from Satu Ard are applying these same methods to break down instructions on how to create several dozen new plastics that must be integrated into the Crucible's superstructure. In a show of unprecedented generosity, Elkos Combine has waived all proprietary claims to any new compounds created by its scientists. That was nice of them. And the dark energy dissertation from Konrad Werner. Published years ago by Dr. Konrad Werner. I still can't believe they did that. This doctoral dissertation on xenotechnology is a lengthy but intriguing argument that dark energy causes a minute but empirically observable difference in the passage of time. Hotly debated when first published, the paper's theory is supported by recent data. The dissertation illuminates several instructions left by the Protheans on how to build the Crucible. Updated, Dr. Werner found additional schematics useful in the creation of the device. After passing the data on to the Alliance, he added Commander Shepard to the dissertation's list of acknowledgements. I'm not sure if I'm happy about that. Solarian forces. The Solarians bring cutting-edge warships and their best tactical minds to the fight against the Reapers. Of course, we already had Major Kirahi, but now that we saved our Counselor, the Third Fleet is added, it seems. An Alliance Rear Admiral once unfairly dismissed the Solarians' Third Fleet as nothing more than an overabundance of spy planes. While the Solarians rely heavily on gathering intelligence in any war, the Third Fleet's firepower is comparable to any other major naval force. Its vessels use the latest Guardian defense systems, with improved tracking algorithms to handle a greater number of projectiles than older models. Even its scouting flotillas have been armed with hull-mounted Phoenix cannons, developed in conjunction with the Turian military. Now that their egg clutches are out of danger, the Solarian colony Senaquol is shipping all the materials and weapons it can muster to the Third Fleet. Now that's because we gave the heating stabilizers to that one guy. And under the Turians we have the Sixth Fleet. The Turian Navy has the most dreadnoughts of any known species in the Milky Way. The Turian hierarchy limited production of these ships only because the Treaty of Phyrexian strictly controls the number of dreadnoughts due to their destructive capabilities. The Turian Sixth Fleet is technically classified as a peacekeeping fleet. Before the Reapers, it was chiefly used to patrol the space around the Citadel. Now it's ready to fly to areas to fight off the invasion. And the Seventh Fleet. The Turian Seventh Fleet was assigned the privilege and burden of guarding the Crucible during the weapons construction and deployment. The fleet flies constant surveillance around the massive device, coordinating with Alliance security patrols and VI-run counterintelligence programs. The Seventh Fleet knows what it would cost the galaxy if the Reapers breach their defenses. Every vessel's captain is prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice if it ensures the Crucible's safety. Updates. Crates of dextro-amino acid Medigel have been shipped out to the Turian 7th Fleet. This resupply will help Turian medics treat potentially fatal wounds. Updated. Recovering the legendary banner of the 1st Regiment lifted the spirits of overworked Turian forces. And that seems to be all for now. Well, we're making progress. That's for sure. The war map, we haven't even looked at that yet, I guess. Each conflict zone has readiness ratings that reflect its ability to contribute to the final battle. Left unattended, these zones can deteriorate and reduce the overall readiness rating. So this is the readiness ratings related to the multiplayer. We have Inner Council space. This territory includes the Solarian, Turian, Volus, and Hanar homeworlds, as well as the Citadel, the heart of Council space. The Citadel receives a constant influx of diplomats, military officials, major corporate shareholders, and others who seek to do business at the seat of galactic governance. Council raids provide peacekeeping ships that patrol inner Council space, but they use diplomacy or other peaceful means to settle most disputes in this area of the galaxy. The Terminus systems, not quite so nice. The Terminus systems are an area of space uncontrolled by the Citadel. A refusal to relinquish independence is all that unites its numerous colonies, gangs, and factions. People of all species flock here to make their fortune outside the Council's regulations. As a result, the Terminus systems are a profitable haven for pirates, mercenary groups, and slavers. The Earth Systems Alliance space. The Systems Alliance, the representatives of Earth and all human colonies in Citadel space, claims these territories. Earth has increased its holdings more than tenfold since the discovery of the Charon Relay linked humanity to the rest of the galaxy. Humanity's aggressive expansionism has triggered conflicts with several neighboring species and their governments, most notably the Batarian hegemony. Despite this, the Systems Alliance shows no signs of slowing its growth. Outer Council space. Outer Council space contains the Asari and Elcor's home planets. While the Elcor content themselves with their home system and a handful of colonies, the Asari have settlements across the territory. Easily the most economically powerful sector of the galaxy, the Asari worlds use their financial clout to keep the galactic market stable. Their military fleets patrol shipping lanes and colony space against smugglers arriving via relays from the Attican Traverse. And finally, the Attican Traverse. The Attican Traverse is a large territory on the edge of civilized space. Connected by an extensive connection of relays, its colonies are often raided by the neighboring Terminus systems. As habitable planets in the galaxy are scarce, the colonies persevere despite these attacks. The Attican Traverse is littered with Prothean ruins, which attract archaeological expeditions determined to unlock the secrets of this advanced technology. Okay. And let's see how we're doing. Chances of success are even. Well, that's pretty good against our Reapers, I suppose. I think that's also as good as it's gonna get, as far as the description goes, anyway.